Drugs have destroyed many lives, but wrong-headed governmental policies have destroyed many more. In order to change the side effects of the war on drugs, the government on every level must reform their drug policies. The war on drugs has fascinated me since high school, and due to previous studies, I have a pretty good understanding of the war. All of us have at least heard of someone abusing drugs, if not know someone. As a society, we must first begin with education, analysis, and research. After becoming aware of the situation, we must then advocate for reform in our criminal justice system. The war on drugs was a government initiative started in 1971 by former President Richard Nixon. He attempted to prohibit the production, distribution, and consumption of drugs. What seemed to be a good cause turned out to be a 50-year-old war with no victory to show for it. Actually, the war on drugs has created multiple long-term failures, including a racist criminal justice system and a massive loss of resources. Now, the first step towards change is education. We must educate ourselves of the current condition of the Tennessee criminal justice system and see why things are the way they are. According to the chair of preventive medicine at the University of Tennessee Health Sciences Center, Teresa Waters, incarceration of adults for drug-related offenses costs the state $123 million annually. And at the same time, there is a disproportionate number of minorities serving these sentences. And as of 2019, according to a report from the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine, only 10% of those with substance abuse disorders in jail and prison receive treatment for it. As we can see, in the state of Tennessee, we are wasting money putting sick people in jail while also being racist. Right now, there is a wave of criminal justice reform throughout the United States, and Tennessee must join. We must become advocates for change. Now, we must change our mindset when fighting the use of dangerous drugs. We need to treat the user as a patient rather than a criminal. To do so, we must advocate for two things. The government should allocate more of its budget away from prosecuting and incarcerating those with drug offenses and direct it towards creating a more accessible healthcare system. At the same time, the state government should follow suit and reform their legislature to decriminalize and legalize illicit drug use. The evidence is there. According to multiple studies from both the Journal of Addictive Diseases and the New England Journal of Medicine, treating those who are incarcerated and have an abuse disorder will greatly benefit from a comprehensive array of treatment, which includes behavioral therapy, access to medication, checkup services after release, and overdose education. And according to another report, this time from the National Drug Intelligence Center, when the United States invests in treating those with substance abuse disorders, the government starts to recuperate the societal cost of drug abuse crime, which equaled $113 billion in 2011. Now, what is advocacy? Advocacy is many things. It's providing resources to those in need, building coalitions and alliances, signing petitions, and writing letters to your senators, etc., and etc. Now, ultimately, the war on drugs was started 50 years ago with the intention of helping society by limiting drug use, but instead created massive failures that affect everyone even today. Through education, society can become aware of the failures of the war on drugs and begin thinking of evidence-based solutions. Then we can become advocates for drug reform and realize those solutions. When we start investing in our health, we start investing in our future. My name is Marcos Alvarado, and I thank you for your time.